Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. I know, I am late on this reaction. I do apologize. I forgot that X-Men 97 was dropping on Wednesday because I just got back from San Diego Comic-Con. It was Tuesday night. Normally I'm in bed early to wake up early to cover X-Men 97 before I go to work and everything that Wednesday morning. And Tuesday night hit, I'm in a Discord call with some friends. We were talking about San Diego Comic-Con. We just got back and all this stuff, and I just gained 3 hours back, so I'm a little bit jet lagged, still trying to, you know, be awake, get some energy. And like, oh, by the way, X-Men 97 drops in the morning. I'm like, oh crap, I completely forgot. So I do apologize. This is season 2, episode 7 of X-Men 97. Of course, season 2. And we only have 2 more episodes after this, which is crazy. We only have 9 episodes this season, which is unfortunate. But I'm excited. I can't wait to dive in. Once again, I do apologize for this being late, but I'm really enjoying the show. Of course, last week's reaction was myself, Joypad Jake, and Phil Unfiltered. We reacted together. Pretty damn good episode with Polaris and everything. Of course, the ending, revealing Apocalypse, revived Gambit, which we were waiting for. It was implied and hinted at the end of season 1, and the literally the last thing you see of season 1 in the finale, the final episode. It's implied Apocalypse is going that direction, and then he just did it. He did it. So Gambit is alive. So I'm not expecting to see that in this episode, but probably. Who knows? We only have 2 more episodes after this one, so maybe we see more of that. I don't know, because literally that we just like randomly cut to that after the whole Polaris stuff in last week's episode. So who knows? So without further ado, guys, let's get into this episode. Let's check it out and see what they show us with this episode of X-Men 97 season 2. Let's go. Polaris is in the intro now. Yeah. Oh shit.
What madness is this?
Oh no. Wait, what? What was that? Oh no. Yeah, I mean, we already saw this. We knew she didn't make it out of it. Damn. We barely saw her. That sucks.
If history has taught us anything, it's that mutants can't be trusted with their powers. And what does President Kelly do? For I have heard your call.
The
And
call?
with your support, tonight, I officially announce my candidacy for president.
Wait, who is that? Colossus, what are you doing, buddy? You ain't gonna do nothing.
They call themselves the Acolytes of Magneto, an emerging cult of radical extremists.
Men who paint targets on mutant kind's backs while we mourn our lost.
Shit. Well,
Magneto understood there is no appealing to humanity's better nature. All mutants currently detained by the race traitors known as X-Factor will be released.
Graden Creed deserves about as much sympathy as a hungry crocodile at a children's petting zoo. But I reckon this can't be simple for you.
I'm already working with the UN to approve activating X-Factor.
You cannot expect me
Yeah,
to sit by
exactly.
while Exodus and his followers twist Magnus's name to justify their war. A bioevolutionary
there's
time
Polaris.
capsule quite
What's up?
literally
I may have read your file, Lucas.
Lucas. Where's
So what's your
Wolverine?
strategy? Cause a scene?
You might want to move.
Hold on, everyone. You're hit.
Holy crap.
We're going down.
Okay, they're not wasting any time. What's your plan? What's your plan? Oh, okay, there you go. Smart. Wow. Might need to get a room. I forget how crazy the Savage Lands is.
Before the jet got hit, there was some sort of energy.
Yeah,
I
some
could
sort
feel
of,
my powers
yeah.
building up inside me.
Colossus, hello.
Greetings, comrades. Stand down.
Stand down.
I know these mutants as friends.
Yes.
Creed is my brother.
Half-brother.
Half brother, yeah,
He
half.
and I share a mother.
You may not have powers here, but we're not just gonna turn around and...
Oh, please. Perhaps instead you will allow us to tour your home.
Treat us with respect, and we will return such. And perhaps
I
your
don't know.
powers too. Food, water, and power. Simple concerns.
So basically Genosha again, kinda.
Exodus found me in the darkest of places.
But your sister would never want you to join the Acolytes.
How can you not be?
Yeah, how can you know?
How can
Well,
any
I don't
of
think
us
so.
know the desires of the dead?
It's unfortunate that they had to take her out because I think she'd be a great addition to the show.
I'm sorry, Peter.
You have visitors.
You got visitors, buddy.
Greetings, brother.
Hey,
If you're gonna kill me, kill me.
I'm not here to kill you.
The sermons.
Colossus, I see you have brought friends to witness our crusade.
Yeah, well, I don't know about
Any
that.
mutant hand is welcome to help build a better world.
But we have not had our day in court, have we?
True,
These were crimes
true.
against our kind.
Hey, letting you.
Fräulein, I have faith I can prove our brother is worth redeeming.
House,
But does
how?
our dear Templar have faith in his ability to prove otherwise? I will join your flock.
Kurt, don't.
It's all right, sister. It will
No.
be a signal to mutants across the world that even an X-Men can see the light.
Need you to not implode on me before we get there.
Exactly.
Then
Please
we better
don't.
take out that inhibitor tower first.
Forgot about the pterodactyls, basically. Yeah.
Bring out the accused.
Okay, let's do it.
I do not
Boo.
recognize this kangaroo court.
Graden Creed is a name familiar to many in this room. He founded the
Yes.
Friends of Humanity, created a virus that kills mutants. Creed is a serpent in our garden
Serpent.
whose wretched actions are
Mm.
born from one original sin. Why do you hate mutants?
How long we got? Because you were born.
Well, that's not a good answer to try to. He's defending you.
And how were you born, brother? What about that scar? Were you born with
Yeah, the scar.
that? It seems to be a claw mark.
That man is not my father.
The defendant will take his seat.
Take your seat.
He wanted a cub.
A cub. Well, that makes sense for
I
him.
couldn't live up to his name.
But you were human, and so he abandoned you, just like our mother did. When all you need to do is forgive yourself
He's not gonna just
for thinking
do that. What he's saying, he's not gonna do it.
weren't strong enough.
Enough of this. Colossus.
Wait.
Speak
Whoa.
the verdict.
I find the defendant
Heretic! Fine. Let me reunite you with her so you may see the disappointment on her face.
Good job. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, wait. That's the shot we saw earlier in the season. Oh, yes. Here we go. Let's go. He's still going to try to kill you.
Your death shall salvage the day.
Nice. Another sword fight. Come on, Colossus. Come on. Ooh. Ooh. But he's not going to kill him.
A vain soul clamoring for his 15 minutes of faith protected from.
I fucking knew it. He was going to kill him. Oh, my God. Ooh.
So would it really be mercy to spare the monster who would let mutants suffer?
You may not be a mutant,
Mm-hmm.
but you are very much your parents.
Yes, I agree.
Did I make my case?
Good question.
No.
Oh.
You did not convince me.
Oh, okay. Okay, they're there. Oh, shit. Wait, what? What?
Guys?
Wait. So, Apocalypse is dead? Did Gambit kill him? I'm confused because that was the body of Apocalypse, and you see the card like Jubilee picks up the guys. Okay. All right. Don't know what that means, but I have a lot of questions, and now I'm definitely more intrigued to see what happens next. So this episode was pretty decent. So I think they were called the Acolytes. This new group led by Exodus, which he definitely like. The design of his character, especially like the little like arrow kind of shaped curved things behind his like back or whatever, on his like back or shoulders or whatever. And then there was a shot in it might have been a trailer, but I thought it was earlier in the season, like a quick shot of something, and it looked like it was Onslaught. I think it was actually a trailer, but it looked like, oh, be like, oh shit, Onslaught tease. And no, it's actually Exodus, but it's interesting because I don't recognize or remember this character named Exodus, but I find this whole thing interesting, especially with how it ties into the attack on Genosha, and of course Colossus losing his sister, which I'm trying to remember in the original 90s show if she was actually a part of it. I don't think Magic was. I don't think she was at all. But I do think it's unfortunate that she does die in the events of Genosha, and that we don't actually see her actually be a character in the show, because she dies really quick as soon as you see her on screen. It's cool to see her for that brief second, but maybe their thought process was, we have a lot of other characters and shit we're doing, like, it just, having her in the mix, maybe it's just too much. I don't think it is personally, but maybe there's a reason why they had to get rid of her. Doesn't mean she's actually gone forever, because as we know, Apocalypse, he likes to revive people. But then again, like I said, I don't know what the ending of the episode implies. But anyways. So Colossus, in an interesting turn of events, residing over this trial where Nightcrawler is trying to plead for his step brother. Mother, same mom, Mystique, but his father is Sabretooth. Which I'm trying to think, was that from the 90s show? Because it's just not ringing a bell. It's been a long time since I watched the 90s animated original X-Men show, but I'm guessing that was something that was in the 90s, because like they're just throwing this out as like, what? But maybe they never did. But besides the point, he's trying to plead the case to not execute his stepbrother, his half brother, like not to execute him, because he's really more so mad and upset at Mystique and Sabretooth, not so much at mutants as a whole. He's blaming mutants as a whole, but it's true kind of the true thing that's really upsetting him is what happened when he was a kid. The fact that he was basically abandoned by his mom. His dad was a complete piece of shit. Of course, Sabretooth. So that makes sense that Sabretooth was an asshole and treated him like crap. And then just kind of abandoned him too, in a sense, because he never got his powers. He never actually became anything. So he has a scar on his face that's going to be permanent for life. And he just throws that hatred and those emotions and everything at mutants as a whole, even though it's not really them as a whole. But that's his thing. I really felt this episode hit on the emotional stuff, and I did like the fact that even in the ending, Cyclops, Colossus does reveal, you didn't sway me. Like, he still would have been executed, but you would have changed the mind of my sister. If she was here, she would have changed her mind. Looks like he's going back to the school, so Colossus is going to be stateside at the school to keep it running, while they're off doing, they're kind of like, X task or whatever, Professor X is now done. Which, by the way, I'm still wondering where Wolverine is. Like, he's just not around right now, because the last we saw of him, of course, was the Brood episode with his team of Sabretooth and all that shit. And Morph, but we haven't seen anything. So unless they're implying that while all of this stuff's been happening, Wolverine's just been off doing this shit, but I just don't think that's true. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of confused as to what the hell's going on. Like, where's Wolverine? We saw Jean and Scott for like a second. I don't know. I guess it feels like we're just trying to split the cast up and kind of focus on different characters at different points, because Wolverine really hasn't had a lot to do in this season besides his one episode, episode 5, which was a very good episode, don't get me wrong. Like, with the Brood and everything, he's Brood Wolverine. It was pretty intense. And meeting Cal Dodd, the actual voice actor, at Comic-Con was crazy. Took photos with him and all that shit. And he sounds like he's got some cool stuff coming up for sure within later in the show in terms of season 3 and season 4. He was actually recording recording lines right before he came to Comic-Con for season 3 and seasons 4. So, hoping that we get more Wolverine. Like, I'm hoping we get more of like the team back together, because right now we have them a lot. We have like these characters split up and shit, and I'm kind of like, okay, I want to see more of the characters and working together, which it seems like we're gonna get that probably at the end, based on the trailer we saw, the one trailer that had like all the characters like popping out together, one big team up, which is cool. But I want to see these characters actually interact you know, with each other more and everything, besides like the splitting off of the teams. I understand you're trying to juggle a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters now involved in the X-Men and shit, because it's not just the core team anymore. Like, there's more characters involved, so you got to find a way to balance that out. I understand, but there should be a better way to handle it. There could be a better way. That's all I'm saying. But overall, I had a good time with this episode. Savage Lands, going back there was pretty cool. It's always a highlight. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode of X-Men 97. What are your overall thoughts? Are you guys excited for next week's episode? And what are your predictions in regards to the ending of this episode? What do you think that actually implies for Apocalypse, Gambit? And what do you think is going to happen in the last 2 episodes of X-Men 97 Season 2? And what are your hopes for Season 3 in terms of a new potential, like, overarching villain, or just more teases at stuff to maybe Onslaught, or whatever you think they might end up doing for next season, Season 3? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.